All right, let's go ahead and get started. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm trying to navigate some technical shenanigans. Um, but I think we're live. All right, excellent. Today, thank you for being here. Good afternoon. Had an issue with the previous stream, so I am just going to go ahead and restart uh, the stream. Having difficulties with technology, but we are going to get this done. All right, let's talk about understanding data and database administration. Again, today I want to speak to all of my, you know, professionals who are trying to make a transition into a new career. You're exploring a career change, you're a non-technical professional, and you're trying to figure out if maybe a career path in database administration is right for you, then that is who I'm talking to. Or maybe you really want to get into tech, you just want to know more about this space of data and database administration. Thank you for being here. You are in the right place. And so that said, let's go ahead and dive right in. The world of data is fascinating. You have to think about it like the amount of data we generate on a regular basis is incredible, right? And you might be asking the question, is a career in database administration, becoming a DBA, is that right for me? Let's dive right into all of this mysterious conversations. Let's jump right in. All right, so think of data like water. We are constantly generating a massive flow of information, right? When you post on social, I'm creating content. This is data that is going to be stored on YouTube's database, right? It's going to be stored somehow so that you can consume it anytime you like, right? When you're shopping online, when you're, interacting with your GPS, like it's data is generated on a regular basis. In fact, there's stats that say that by 2025, would have generated an estimated 180 zettabytes globally. One zettabyte is 1 trillion gigabytes. That is the volume of data we would have created by next year. Right? Imagine storing every movie ever made on every person on earth 40 times over. It's an explosion. It's crazy, right? And that is why there is a huge demand for database engineers, database administrators, data architects, data anything, right? But database administrators, particularly because we are forefront when it comes to managing data, access to data, manipulating data and what it's used for within the context of an organized, organization. All right, so let's talk about what exactly is data. What is data? Data, in our context is information, information in the digital format, right? It can be numbers, text, images, videos, whatever, that's data. It's information. Every website you visit, every app you use is generating data. Data forms the foundation of the digital world. Every time you are doing anything in the digital airwaves, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's in the digital world, you're shopping online, you see a listing for something on Amazon, that's data at play, right? That's data. You find posts on Instagram, you are interacting with data. So the digital world is built on the platform of data. It's like building blocks, right? Everything we do is creating new data. So all of us are contributing to this massive demand for people skilled in data. Um, it's like a library, but for information, right? That's what data is, right? Think about a library. A library needs a system, right, to categorize and store books efficiently. Data needs similar structure. And database administrators are experts who design and manage the systems, right? For easy access to data, administering, managing data, making sure information is easy to find and use. You want to go on Amazon, you want to type in something and see what you're looking to buy. An easy process. You want to go on eBay, you want to go to your bank and see what your bank statement is. You want to see your recent transactions. You don't want to jump through hoops to get to that information. That is database administrators at work. right? Every time you can have an easy interaction with your bank account, you make an order on Amazon and it's an easy transaction. Say thank you to a database administrator, right? It is the organized home for your data. When we talk about a database, it is where that's the home for your data. That is where your data lives, right? The database is a structured collection of organized data, and it's organized for easy access and retrieval. Think of it like a digital filing cabinet, right? That stores all your information in a specific format, right? Businesses, organizations, and even personal devices rely on databases to manage their information, right? I always like giving the illustration of the filing cabinets, right? Back in the day, when I used to actually not that back, let me not go as far back, but even more recently, 12 years ago, I was interning at a hospital. And we still had the old digital filing cabinets. When anybody would come for a doctor's visit, they would have their information in a folder, right? And that's where the doctor made their notes, your prescriptions, all of that. And so the next time you visit, the nurses, the aides will find your folder and give it to you. That's what you take back to the doctor. If you were seeing a different doctor, that's how they'll know what you were prescribed, what your history was, and all of that. Now we have it more in digital formats, in electronic medical records, but it's the same thing. So it's filing cabinet, but now done digitally, for data. That's what a database is. Now, who exactly is a database administrator? Again, if you are navigating this conversation with me, you have questions, please hit me up in the comments. Whether you're watching this live or whether you are doing it after the fact, I will be in the comments from time to time, just tracking to see if you have any questions, and I'll be glad to answer any of that. So post your questions. I'd love to answer those questions for you. But let's talk about, who exactly a database administrator is. We are the IT professionals who design, who build, and maintain databases. I've explained what a database is. Now I'm talking about what we do, or what database administrators do, right? We build, we design, we build, and maintain databases. We ensure the data is accurate, it's secure, and readily available for users. This is so important. It has to be accurate. You don't want a transaction, somebody does a transaction, sends you money, and then you go check your bank statement and the money is not accurate. There needs to be a level of data integrity, right? It's about accuracy of data. So it's accurate data, it's secure. If you shouldn't have access to a specific information based on your job description, based on your jurisdiction, we are the ones who ensure that is upheld, right? You might all be, using the same company to bank. You might all be using the same banking institution or finance institution. It doesn't mean that though all of us use Bank of America, though me and you, we use Bank of America for our banking requirements. It doesn't mean when I sign in, I should see your information. I shouldn't have access to your bank statement because we use the same bank. So it's important that that security, the right level of access is important. And then the data should be readily available for users. Very important. Database administrators also troubleshoot problems. If anything goes wrong, we're the first ones to dig in. We're, get into the weeds to figure out what's going on. We optimize performance. When you sign into your bank, you want to see your balance immediately. You want to do a transaction, you want it to happen quickly. We are the ones who ensure that is happening. And then we develop, backups and recovery strategies. That's us. Think of us as the guardians of the data. I was about to say guardian of the galaxy, I was going to say, right? We're responsible for the security, accuracy, and smooth operation, ensuring everything runs efficiently behind the scenes. All right, that is who a database administrator is, right? It's what we do is so sensitive to every business, every organization, every business. I feel like I've established this fact, right? Every business thrives on data. Business critical data is the lifeblood of every organization. And it is super important that we have database administrators to ensure that when we are retrieving data, it's done the right way. When we are storing data, where when data is being accessed by end users, they're getting the right access. We are ensuring that measures are put in place to prevent any data loss, even in the case of a disaster, right? Data is available when it's needed, even if there's an outage. All of those things that keep the business going, right? Every business is a data-driven business. Database administrators are needed everywhere. Right now, some organizations might not have the funds to hire like a RDBMS, SQL Server DBA, because they're a small company, they're a single owner company. But even the single owner, small businesses still have to do database administration somehow. They use Excel spreadsheets, they use, documentation, funny ways of doing documentation to ensure their data, they have access to their manager data, they have their CRM systems to help them with this, right? Now it's just that they don't have a physical dedicated staff, but database administration is going on in every organization in some shape or form, right? And as the companies grow, the need for somebody internal to help with all of that becomes paramount. And that is why there is constantly, and I mean constantly, a need for database administrators, right? So if you have any thoughts, if you have any reservations about available opportunities, I need to calm your I need to calm you down. There are a ton of available opportunities for database engineers, database administrators. You can't really go wrong if you're looking for where there's stability, where there will always be opportunities. There's new ones coming out on a regular basis. The path for database administrators it's clear. It's always been there. It will always be there. The opportunities are endless. So that's a quick introduction. Just a quick introduction into the world of data and database administration. I hope this makes sense. I hope this is answered some of the questions you have. If you have any questions, again, please hit me up in the chat, in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to get your feedback on this conversation. Thank you for listening to me. I'll be back again next week, talking about another topic. And if you're considering a career change into database administration, I will put a link in the description to book a call with myself or someone from my team, so we can talk more about your needs and what your goals are, and we can share with you what we do and how we help people who are looking to venture into this world of data. We'll see how we can work together. All right. Thank you for listening to me. God bless you, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Thank you.